from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Road safety conditions are the topic of discussion at a community meeting in Wyndham, and the Henrico Planning Commission endorses a Highland Springs subdivision. We'll tell you about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, July 21st, 2025. Going up to a high of 88 today with a 40% chance of storms. Today's News Minute is brought to you by Glenmore Yoga and Wellness.
And now for the news.
Road safety was the topic of a community meeting held last week in Wyndham, at which residents and county officials addressed teens speeding on electric scooters and electric bikes on sidewalks, drivers zooming through crosswalks, and instances of road rage in the community. A Henrico police officer attributed some of the incidents to a new wave of motorcycles that he said are basically dirt bikes that go 35 miles an hour. Police have observed reckless behaviors by inexperienced drivers in unsafe conditions, he said. Wyndham spans more than 1,270 acres and includes more than 1,720 residential units. It's home to more than 5,000 people. Back in May, a teenager was hit by a car while riding his e-bike after dark with no lights or reflectors. The month before that, another teen was struck in the same area. Both victims were hospitalized in critical condition. You can read much more about this meeting from our new Report for America Community Vitality reporter Dina Weinstein. Find that article on henricocitizen.com. The city of Richmond has formed two strategic work groups to focus on planning for a sustainable and resilient water future throughout the region. That was according to Richmond Mayor Danny Avula, who made the announcement last week. One of the two groups will involve officials from the city as well as Henrico, Chesterfield, and Hanover counties. Its focus is operational planning and coordination. That group will review proposed capital improvement plans, evaluate rate models, coordinate on potential state funding requests, and also conduct joint tabletop exercises. The other work group will be led by new Richmond Chief Administrative Officer Odie Donald and Richmond Public Utilities Director Scott Morris. It involves only city officials and will focus on scenario planning. Both groups also have already held initial meetings, according to the mayor's office. Their formation came about 2.5 weeks after elected officials from both Richmond and Henrico held a joint meeting in the city to discuss the region's water needs following a series of water issues that impacted both localities during the first half of the year. You can read more at henricocitizen.com. At a meeting earlier this month, the Henrico Planning Commission recommended approval of a proposed Highland Springs subdivision that would contain 49 single-family homes located along North Airport Drive east of North Washington Street and adjacent to the I-295 interchange. The subdivision would have just one entrance onto Airport Drive and also would include a pocket park. It would be surrounded by open space consisting of existing environmental conservation areas. Several neighbors spoke in opposition to the case, but officials from Baker Development Resources, the developer, pointed to many changes that have been made to the proposal in response to resident concerns since October of last year. They have reduced the number of residences by more than half and also increased the amount of open space by 60%. The case next will advance to be heard by the Board of Supervisors at its August 12th meeting. Well, last week, the Cultural Arts Center at Glen Allen announced its packed 2025-26 season, which will include indie reggae 2000s hit musical artist Jason Mraz, as well as comedy performances and much more. The 12-performance center season will feature a curation of music, theater, and dance, and the 9-performance second stage season will bring live performances spanning decades of music genres. You can view the whole schedule right now on our website, henricocitizen.com. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Glenmore Yoga and Wellness Center in the West End. Embark on a path to wellness for body and mind. Glenmore offers yoga, Pilates classes customized to suit individual needs, as well as therapeutic methods, massage, energy, and sound therapy, as well as comprehensive training programs. Call them at 804-741-5267 or visit glenmoreyoga.com.